Hey, welcome to my channel. Sorry, I'm a little bit sick. I don't want to talk. I don't want to be talking about the Acolyte anymore because I didn't like the show. I think the show sucks so bad. If you liked it, good. I'm happy you liked it. I hope it stays on the app, the Disney Plus app. I hope it stays there for a while for you to enjoy. Me, I didn't, and you should. I didn't like it. If you liked it, you should like. Nobody should tell you what to like, what to don't like. If you liked it, I'm happy for you. Good for you. You should don't ever let anybody you shouldn't like something if you truly like it. But that being said, you cannot say objectively that there was $230 million on the screen. There's no there's no you cannot be objective. You can't be objective. Sorry, you can't be objective about that. You can't say. I'm saying it. I think a lot of people are saying it. This thing with they had $230 million budget. It just we don't really see it on the screen. I don't. And this thing felt so small. I am not talking about like, oh, it's always surrounding Coruscant, the Skywalkers and all that. That's not what I'm talking about. It felt small, like a stage play. Nothing against stage play, but they don't cost $230 million. It is. I think it's embarrassing to Lucasfilm to spend that amount of money on a TV show, 8 episodes, not even an hour long. The longest episode was 45 minutes, but we all know there's like 7 minutes of credits, so we should say 38 minutes. Um, you don't see it. You don't see the budget. I'm sorry. I just don't see it. It's embarrassing for Lucasfilm. Even if the show was good, they should still be embarrassed by that amount of money, because it just shows that they don't know how to spend their money. That's all I'm saying. If you're gonna spend that amount of money on a show, an untested IP, because the Acolyte, it is Star Wars, but you can many times before there's proof that even if you slap the title Star Wars on something, it doesn't mean success. Talking about Solo, they slapped the words Star Wars on this movie, didn't make a penny, lost a lot of money. Series, not series on Disney Plus that weren't successful, and like Ahsoka, that it is a well-known character, didn't do well. Obi-Wan, you got Ewan McGregor coming back to do Obi-Wan again. Aiden Christensen, all of that. They slapped it's Star Wars Obi-Wan. Wasn't well received. I didn't mind it. I thought the thing. I'll be honest about I like the Reva character. I liked her character, but she should have had her own series. Cause Obi-Wan at times felt like a supporting character to his own show. If you understand what I'm saying. Anyway, just saying. Star Wars is not a guaranteed success. That's all I'm saying. You cannot, and when you're announcing stuff, stop. Announce plot line, like synopsis about what you're going to make. Don't say, oh, it's about. I hate to say this. It's about a man, like it's a man-led series. I don't care. Tell me the story. Oh, it's a woman-led series. I don't care. Tell me the series. Oh, it's a bisexual. I don't care. Tell me the story. Tell me a synopsis. That's what I want to hear. I don't care about all that stuff. I just want to hear synopsis. Cause making those announcements doesn't. It doesn't like. I'm not like. I don't know. I'm cold to this. Hearing synopsis and hearing what the show is about, that's interesting. Everything else is not. Cause having a male like a man-led series doesn't guarantee success. Woman-led series doesn't guarantee success. Bisexual, whatever, it doesn't guarantee success. So stop slapping stuff on and hoping that it means success. It doesn't. It doesn't at all. Anyway, going back to the Acolyte, it felt like a stage play. $230 million budget for 8 episodes, not even an hour long. I didn't calculate how much it costs a minute there. If I were Bob Iger, honestly, I would investigate. Investigate is a kind of ugly word, but I don't mean it in the like the ugly sense. I would just go to Kathleen Kennedy and Leslie, whatever her name is, and ask them to justify their spend. $230 million. Something went wrong there because it doesn't show on the screen. It might be apple and oranges. Okay, I'm just gonna show first the Acolyte. 4 series, 8 episodes. I know I'm repeating myself. I'm sorry. The Acolyte, $200.1 million for 8 episodes. Not even an hour long. A lot of them was probably under 30 minutes. Anyway, I just wanted to compare it to another show that felt huge, big. Anyway, got the numbers on the internet. I think it was Screen Rant, whatever. Anyway, for Game of Thrones, this show felt big. It felt really, really big. It didn't feel like stage play. Anyway, the first season costed $50 to $60 million. The first season, that's really expensive. For a first season of something, it's really expensive, but you see where the money went. That show feels big. Big set pieces and all that. And not even with just Ned Stark talking to Jaime Lannister in a throne room. A big, big freaking room. The sound, the boots hitting the floor, the costumes and all that. It felt massive. Whereas in The Acolyte, you had like 12 people fighting in the forest, but the forest felt just a little bit bigger than my bedroom. Anyway, season 2 of Game of Thrones costed $69 million. Again, it's a lot of money, but it's a second season, meaning Game of Thrones was a tested product. People liked it, loved it, wanted more. So budget went up. I got a Game of Thrones season 3. I was reading. Apparently, the budget went down a little bit. Around $5 million per episode. If I'm wrong, tell me in the comment section, please. Let me know. $50 million. So it went down. Maybe like the show didn't call for a lot of less expenses. Maybe the Blackwater fight scene, whatever, probably what costed more in that season. That's why season 2 costed a little bit more. Season 3, there's none of that. So yeah, it makes sense. No, there's no big battle, nothing like that. And that's a smart way that Game of Thrones got around like the budget. Like in its first season, there's a you know there's a battle. It's not a big one. It's 2,000 people against 60,000. The Lannister army, the Starks, like the auxiliary army of the Starks against the Lannister. Sorry, they were 30 million. Yeah, 30 million. Sorry, 30,000. They got around that. How they knocked out Tyrion Lannister was, and then when it comes back to it, the battle is done. You see everybody's bloody, you see corpses everywhere, but it was a smart way to get around it because maybe that fight scene would have costed a little bit more money, and it's only the first season. So maybe you don't want to spend that again. First season, very expensive, but it needed to be. Honestly, it needed to be. Season 4, 80 million. Again, you have the Castle Black battle. Was probably very expensive. Again, it felt big. It felt massive. Special effects, mammoth, giants, stuff like that. Very a lot of expenses. Season 5 again, 80 million. There was the Hardome battle. Again, looked big, looked expensive. A lot of extras there. Anyway, season 6, the Battle of the Bastards. One of the best war battles seen in a show like this. Like, it was just great. Also, like, it was just great. Like, I remember at that time when I saw it, one of my favorite battle scenes in a show like this was from Spartacus, and it was amazing. This one was also amazing. Season 7, 42 to 70 million. That's like 6 to 10 millions per episode because there was only 7. Again, a show that feels big in scale. Nothing in that show feels like it was shot like on a little stage play. Like, people have more than like 20 feet to like do their stuff. 20 square feet to do their stuff. Like, there was anyway. Season 8, yes, there was only 6 episodes, but to me, every episode felt like a movie. You can agree, you can disagree. That me, I like the season 8. You can disagree. It's all good. You do you. That's fine. But 90 million for the finale, the final season. So they went all out with a budget of 15 million per episodes. The Acolyte had like almost $30 million of budget per episode. And you can't feel it. There's nothing on the screen that tells me, you see that shot? That shot is worth $1 million. Nothing in that show says this was expensive. Maybe the chase scene. I don't remember which episode it is. When Saul goes after one of the twins. I don't remember her name. Sorry. It was to me was the only shot that looked expensive. That's it. Everything else is the costume are okay in the Acolyte. The costume are very okay. But the set pieces, the decor, all that, again, it felt like a stage play. Nothing felt big. Everything looked like they only had like 20 feet of 20 square foot. They can roam, they can do their stuff, they can move around. It just felt small, very small. The props, I'm sorry, the lightsabers, the hilts are big, disgusting. I don't like it one bit. Honestly, I don't. I just don't. Those things, They look like there was a guy. There's a guy very interesting. He created the first retractable lightsaber. The hilt is big because it has to house a the blade. The blade is housed in the hilt, but those things, they're just like their lightsaber hilt with the blade outside. They have like LEDs inside, electronics and all of that. But that's it. Nothing is housed inside it besides the electronics. I just don't, cause you can get anywhere a nice looking lightsaber with a nice light and all that for cheap. So I don't know what they did. Plus, at sometimes in the show, the lightsaber looked terrible. Like they looked dim. Honestly, they did. Anyway, like I don't want to. I feel like I shit a lot on the Acolyte. Everybody's taking a huge dump on that show, and honestly, I get it from the people that did love the show. They exhausted with it. They don't like it. They don't. They're like It can be heavy. I get it. Sometimes I love stuff, and well, I just love them anyway. I don't care what people says. Like I love Howard the Duck. I love the movie. Sue me. I don't care. But you can objectively say, even if you love the show, that the show didn't look like it's worth $230.1 million. There's no way you can tell me, you can look at me in the eye and tell me, yeah, yeah, I saw it. There's no freaking way. I'm sorry. That's just burying your head, because there's no way. There's no, again, there was maybe a shot in this show that looked like that looked expensive, and that's it. Because everything else, the makeup was, I guess it was all right, but nah, no, I'm sorry, no, I said that. I just had a flashback to the Jedi that looked like the young one, the one from Game of Thrones. Just saying, and they aged him up, but it looked terrible. Like they gave him an old man's wig, but it still had a baby face. Didn't make any sense. Anyway, I'm sorry. No, makeup terrible, terrible. Maybe not all of them, but this one terrible. I don't know what they were thinking. Again, I feel like I shit on the Acolyte a lot. I don't want to really, but this is embarrassing for Lucasfilm. If I was Bob Iger, I would investigate. Again, investigate. It sounds like it's an ugly word, but just go through them and ask them like why did you think you could spend that amount of money on this show, and like tell me everything, how much everybody was paid, or like hire somebody, a third party, to go through the books and look at, like, because for first season, it's good, it's nice if you want to pay everybody like a lot of money, but it's only a first season, and maybe if you want to keep your jobs, like maybe if they would have pay everybody rates and bring it down to like maybe $120 million, maybe they would have gotten in season 2, maybe. But now it's canceled. They can't make money out of it. I don't think so, because I don't think they can put it on ABC. If they can, well, they're gonna make a little bit of money out of it, but I don't think there's not much. Anyway, I'm done with this. I'm not done with Star Wars. I want to see more Star Wars. I just want to see good content. That's all I'm saying. Everybody wants to see that. Again, if you like this thing, good for you. I'm happy for you. You didn't waste your time. You enjoyed it. You were there when it came out. I salute you. You should love what you love. But again, you cannot look me in the eye and tell me objectively that there was like that amount of money on the screen. Anyway, that's it. That's all. I'm sorry going off on a long rant. Um, Let me know in the comment section. Again, like, subscribe, do all the good stuff. It helps me out. And see you guys next time.